Hey, can't keep my dick in my pants. Hey, I wish I love you more.
Alright guys, I'm back and today we're going to be reviewing a new project by XXXTentacion. This is his debut album called 17. He did say that this album was for people who were depressed and were going through tough situations and, you know, people who had suicidal thoughts and all that. I'm personally not experiencing anything like that, but I can still appreciate the music if it's good. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. Track number 1, The Explanation.
This album, you are literally, and I cannot stress this enough, literally entering my mind.
Well, damn.
And if you are not willing to accept my emotion and hear my words fully, do not listen. Let me numb your depression. I love you. Thank you for listening.
I love what X tried to do there. He basically tried to explain to other people what the album was about and how actually important the album was for him. And I'm pretty sure that this album is going to help a lot of people who are going through situations like that. But anyways, let's get right into track number 2, which is called Jocelyn, Flores.
My brain, I've been tripping about some things can't change. Switch on the same time on tank, but you just ain't bad. Get a phone call, girl that you fuck with, kill it so. I was in summer with nobody help. I wanna see me with nobody pissing, but niggas been inside about the grave I'm digging. Have a conversation about my hate decisions. I put some out of stress, got me fucked up, been fucked up since a couple months they had a nigga locked up. I'll be feeling pain just.
Damn, you can feel it in his voice. Not sure what sample that is, but it's beautiful. I think this is the one track that everybody's talking about, that supposedly X is talking about one of his friends that committed suicide. Overall, that's a perfectly executed track. I love how he sings in that track. This is going to be potentially my favorite song throughout this album, unless it has other songs like this. Going straight into track number 3, Depression and Obsession. I know it's very early in this album to point this out, but this kind of brings me back to Kid Cudi's Speeding Bullet to Heaven's album. Now that album was dreadful. Hopefully this isn't anything like that. Well, I wasn't personally feeling that song as much as the first one. Again, you can still hear the kind of depression in his voice. I'm just kind of a little bit on the edge on that one. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Track number 4, Everybody Dies in Their Nightmares.
Like I'm rapping a damn lie. Tell the feeling of my life was a damn game. Nigga really wanna die in the nighttime. Only time I feel pain when I'm feeling low. That's why I said it on my face that I'm down on. Only tell you from my mind, cause these always 5 starters like lit matches. I've been feeling really lost, looking all attachments. I don't really go outside cause I hate traffic. I don't wanna go outside, get caught in traffic. Tell the feeling like my life was a damn game. Nigga really wanna die in the nighttime. Tell the feeling like I'm trapped in my damn mind. Tell the feeling like I'm rapping a damn lie. Tell the feeling like my life was a damn game. Nigga really wanna die in the nighttime. Nigga really wanna die in the nighttime. Nigga really wanna die in the nighttime. Nigga really wanna die in the nighttime.
You know, I did like that track. I just wish that he would have done something different with it. I wish he would have had another verse or to make the song a little bit more interesting and gave it a little bit more replay value. Again, pretty decent track. Not sure how I feel about it, but I mean, it wasn't bad. Track number 5 I actually have heard. It's called Revenge. That was actually the song he was performing whenever he got knocked out. You know, that song isn't actually too bad. I actually enjoy that one. I think that one and Jocelyn Revenge are probably the 2 best ones so far throughout this album. Track 7, Save Me. This song, Everybody Dies in the Nightmare, Depression, and Obsession, those 3 songs are the ones that I feel that had a lot of more potential. I think X could have done a little bit more to express how he feels. I'm pretty sure he intends, you know, the repetitive aspect about it. Again, not a bad track, I just wasn't feeling how repetitive it was. Next track is track 8, Fuck Love. That bass line.
Lost it, riots, gunfire inside my head. I need you in my life. Please make no go switch his eyes. I swear this is where you reside. Please make no go switch his eyes.
Oh, that track I actually really enjoyed. This one and Jocelyn Flores are probably my 2 favorite ones. I don't know how I feel about the feature. I think X could have done better just by himself, and I prefer his vocals over it. Again, really good track. It hasn't been any tracks that I haven't personally enjoyed that much. So let's head on right to number 9, Carry On.
I tried to be patient. I'm just like, bitch, I'm hoping you fucking rest in peace. On my head, I see your face, I fucking hate that I love you still. Carry on, life flights, so just carry on with this pain inside of my chest. Got no choice but to carry on. Carry on, life flights, so just carry on with this pain inside of my chest. Got no choice but to carry on. Carry on, life flights, so just carry on with this pain inside of my chest. Got no choice but to carry on.
Straight into track 10, Orlando. I'm going to talk about how I feel about all these tracks at the end, but I do want to point out that you can hear the pain and kind of the passion that he's having in his music. Track 11, the outro, Ayala. I love the guitar. I love how he uses the guitar. Great way to end the album, great way. Love it. Love it. That actually wasn't that bad. I love the concept and kind of the message that X is trying to push through here. Again, as I said, you can feel kind of the pain, the depression in his voice. And as he said in the beginning, many people are probably not going to understand, you know, how exactly he's feeling. But he does a pretty good job at transmission kind of his feelings through his music. I just personally think he could have done a lot more. Although, again, we can hear kind of the pain in his voice, I feel that the songwriting doesn't really, you know, connect with that. If he could have described his feelings a little bit more and also used that, you know, pain in his voice, I think that that would have made for a better combination and this album would have come out even better than what it did. I think that my favorites throughout this album are probably Carry On, Fuck Love, and Jocelyn Flores. But without a doubt, Jocelyn Flores is the best song in this album. Reason being is because this is the one song where he has pretty good songwriting and he does, you know, express his feelings a lot more than in the other tracks. The other tracks just kind of repeat the same thing again and again, and they kind of want to emphasize, you know, the way that he's feeling into it without giving much depth. For the first album that he's put out for his debut album, I have to salute him, man. This was a pretty good project. Probably won't be listening to this as much. I definitely will, but not as much because I'm not actually experiencing anything like that. I love what he's trying to do and how open he is, you know, with his music and his feelings. And this kind of shows the versatility that X has, that, you know, he can make a hype song and he can also make, you know, a passionate, kind of depressing song as well. And for a final rated, I'll give this one a 7 or 8 out of 10. Well, yeah, that was XXXTentacion 17. If you enjoyed, please remember to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.